So apparently, Paimon from Genshin Impact is having a bit of a meltdown and crash out, if you will. First of all, let me just say I'm on team. Paimon sucks. I can't stand Paimon. Japanese, English, Korean, Chinese, whatever language you put her in, I just don't like the character of Paimon. So I'm ready, kind of biased in my hate against the character, but the character has nothing to do right now with this video. I just want to say right now, I might be a little biased because I don't like Paimon, but I'm gonna let this person talk. I'm gonna let Karina talk. Maybe the crash out is justified, but I just saw this video. I want to see what they have to say.
Here's the thing. If voice actors, both non-union and union, in a video game want a game to go union, the game should go union. Nobody else's opinion matters.
Whoa, Paimon. Let's chill for a minute. First of all, why should a game have to go union? That makes no sense. Like why if I have a company, right? Why do I have to be like, okay, the voice actors, they want me to go to a hire only union and pay more? Why? Companies are not, they're not your friend. They're not trying to help out people. They're trying to make money. They're trying to grow the company. As harsh as that sounds, and you saying that nobody else's opinion matters. What are you talking about? Like literally, like how can you even say that? Like the customers, the people playing the game, you know, they literally make it so you can have a job. Nobody else's opinion matters. Like everyone can have an opinion on a subject. How can you say, you know, like that already makes me not want to talk, be on your side, and I'm sure other people too. You can't start off being that aggressive. You can't just say nobody when you say like these days, or I guess for not even these days, like forever. If you start off your conversation saying nobody else's opinion matters, that makes people look at you like, "Oh, okay, if nobody's opinion matters, why should I be listening to you? Like, if my opinion doesn't matter, why should I listen to what you have to say? If you're not even gonna put me on equal standing, in this conversation, because nobody wants to be talked down to. Like, why would you start the video off like this? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, why would you start off like so aggressive? Maybe she's getting hate, or I don't know. But let her continue.
That's it. And YouTubers don't know anything. YouTubers don't know anything. They're not voice actors. They
Technically, YouTubers are voice actors. You can say they're not. You can say they're not. They're not going to some company studio, or they're not. No, I'm not even that, because how many voice actors record lines in their house? Like, I don't know. I feel like you can't just say voice. Like how many there's actually a bunch of YouTubers that actually do voice acting. So what is she even talking about? And they've never been in my industry, really. First of all, it's not your industry. It's I don't even know. Is this like a crash out of where like she read like too many comments? She's crashing out like hard. Like, what do you mean your industry? Your industry, voice actors come from everywhere. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter if it's TikTok, uh, Twitter, YouTube, uh, daily video. I don't know. Like, voice actors come from everywhere. Fiverr, like, what are they talking about?
they've never been in my industry. They don't know what my industry is about. They don't know anything about SAG. They don't know anything about being a non-union actor either.
I bet you if I look right now, there'll be a ton of YouTube videos talking about SAG. Resources, a bunch of stuff. So I don't even know what she's talking about. Is this a certain YouTuber? Is this a certain YouTuber pissed her off or something like that? What are they talking about this?
Stop telling me to go to liars.
Liars? What?
Liars. They are paid to lie to you. Also,
First of
I'm
all,
sorry.
YouTubers are not paid to lie to anyone. Maybe certain. I guess I can't say no YouTubers, but I think that's a little bit harsh to say that all YouTubers are paid to lie. YouTubers are paid to entertain people. I'm a new YouTuber, so maybe there's nothing wrong. But from my understanding, watching YouTube for many years, YouTubers they're just there to entertain people, whether it's educational videos, gameplay videos, ASMR, music. They're there to entertain people, and that's with fact or fiction. So I don't know why is she crashing out, like calling people YouTubers like liars, like.
They have more incentive.
So do you. What is she talking about? Like, everybody has incentive to lie. Everybody. It doesn't matter if you're like the lowest, job in the world to the president of your country. Everybody has incentive to lie. Everybody's looking out for themselves. Even subconsciously or consciously, uh, everybody has incentive to lie. Even you. You're saying nobody else's opinion matters. So what's your incentive? Your incentive for this video is to do something, right? And that something is gonna get people on your side. So your incentive, you have an incentive. It might be biased, not biased. Everyone has incentives, and more incentive to lie. It doesn't even make sense because the truth or lie, either way, will get people money. And yet, I'm sure there's YouTubers that they lie, or they embellish stuff to make it more dramatic or more entertaining. But I can't believe she said like both, like all YouTubers, or maybe they did a certain YouTuber that really pissed them off.
They have more of an incentive to lie because idiots like you fall for their shit.
Whoa, calling your audience stupid?
Hello? God forbid I want my industry to actually, like, I don't know, function, and that everybody gets paid and everybody gets, like, health care. Did you know that, like, once things become union, people get paid a lot?
It isn't MiHoYo from like China or Singapore or something like that? Why would they care about voice actors, like in different countries, about their healthcare and all this stuff? Like, I get it. They're trying to say, like, I don't know. I feel like I feel like it's so, I don't know. It's so wrong. Like, not wrong, but like it feels not right to be like, you know you should be in a union, and then the union has to tell another company in another country, like, pay our voice actors more, or pay the company more so that they can pay the voice actors more. Why would they do that? They would just stop working with that union, start working with those voice actors, and then hire non-union voice actors. uh like, it doesn't make sense. Like, this is a really emotional type, crash out. But like, you can't, like, I wonder if she looked back in this video and thought about it, like, because when you're making videos, you edit it or whatever, or maybe this was live, I don't know. But did she upload this and be like, yeah, people are gonna be on my side? I don't know. I feel like from like the first 10 seconds of the video, when you say nobody else's opinion matters, I feel like this really harmed the image of not only Paimon, for people that maybe do like Paimon. I feel kind of bad, if Paimon's your favorite character, which I'm not gonna judge. Everyone has their own characters they like or don't like. Like, how can you be this aggressive? Isn't Paimon supposed to be really nice and kind and cheerful and wholesome? Where's the Paimon that I remember, that I used to know, huh?
A lot more.
And that people should get paid more. Like, companies don't care. Like, I know it's harsh, but companies don't care, and trying to put this emotional, like, how can you say on one side, oh, you should care about voice actors, we should get paid more, and in the same sentence you're saying that we're stupid, that we're telling you to go to liars and stuff. Like, it's just.
But, then some non-union actors will have to join the union. Yeah, they'll be able to, easily, because they'll get paid more. Also, there are options that the union has to help pay for those things. There are options to help people pay for the union dues.
Okay, so what you're saying is that people should be forced to join a union if they don't want to. Now it's not even their choice. They have to join. They need to join a union. They have to get another bill on top of their already, large amount of bills that, people are worrying of inflation. People are struggling to go day by day. But now they have to join a union. They have to pay whatever the entrance fee is. And we're talking about options for a union. They're gonna finance. They're gonna take a loan out to join a union, just get paid a little bit more. Like, I don't know. This it seems a little bit entitled. I'm just gonna say, like, I'm in a union, so you should, it feels very, very, very wrong. Like, I feel like this is a crash out that's like, it feels like very talking down to you. Like, it's like, I'm in a union and you need to do this, and you're stupid, and you tell me to go to liars. Like, I don't know. And I don't think you should finance or make people to join unions just to be a voice actor. Like, some people just don't want to deal with unions. I'm sure companies don't want to deal with unions too. So I don't know. I don't think you should be telling people, wait, like, options to help people pay for union dues. Like, how can you tell people to do that, especially now when everyone's struggling day to day? Like, I don't know.
Within SAG, but you don't know that. Oh my god, it's almost like you're not an actor. It's the
Why is she talking down to her?
And neither are these YouTubers. But bottom line is that both non-union actors and union actors in a video game want it to go union and have wanted it to go union for a long time. So nobody else's opinion that is super fucking
Why is it wrong?
Okay.
Why is having an opinion that wrong? Like, so everybody's opinion that's not yours is super wrong. It is this why I don't like Paimon? It's like an internal thing. You just feel it, like, you know somebody, and you be like, I don't like you, but I don't know why. Is this one of those type of situations? 'Cause I never really liked the voice actor, the voice acting of Paimon, the English version. I think I did like the first, what is it, Mondstadt? I think I did the first in English. Pretty much forcing myself to go to hearing Paimon. And then after that, I had to switch to Japanese, and I think I did that till Sumeru. Uh, I don't know. This seems like a really entitled person. Like, this seems like a person that is like, how can you say this? Like, you're talking you're talking so bad about your players, your player base, basically. Like, you're talking about people that play your game, that support you, and you're calling them stupid. How can you do this?
Matters. Hope this helps.
I think this helps people get on the multi-billion-dollar companies side. Like, how can you post this? How can you record this video, look at it, and be like, yeah, I believe this video. I believe this video is gonna be, really, really on it, And she's talking about joining a union and all this stuff, but, like, I don't know. This is so bizarre. Like, how is this person so irrational and so emotionally, like, aggressive, especially towards her audience, I guess, the people that are watching her. What, she has, like, I don't know about her audience, but, like, I guess the Genshin players, like, this I don't know, this video. I think it really puts in line that, yeah, Paimon sucks. Oh, and apparently, as a little side bonus, uh, apparently, I didn't even know this. There's a strike going on, right, for the voice actors. I guess in their union, and Karina, Miss Paimon's voice actor herself, she's talking about all this junk about that, but she's going against the union. She's talking about all these people. You need to join a union. you need to get another bill on top of all your other bills you have in your medical expenses in in your life. And she's talking about how she's literally saying she's technically scabbing. You're not technically scabbing. You are scabbing. You are scabbing, and you are going, hurting. You're actually two facing this whole your whole argument. You're talking about how people need to join a union, and then you go against the union. You're working when they're on a strike. It makes no sense. And she's talking about how she's disabled, but and how the this job puts food on the table. So it makes no sense. Like, how does this person have a role? Because when you get an interview and you work for a company, like you have to not talk bad about them. Like, that's like the bare minimum. Like, when you join a company, don't crap talk the company. And I'm not sure how it works at a union, but like, how do you scabbing, and then you're saying you're disabled, like other people like don't have their own situations. Like, nobody cares if you're disabled, or you need a job, to put food on your table. Like, what about the people that are struggling, right? Struggling voice actors, like, they could barely, they're going month to month, paycheck by paycheck, barely, making, barely scraping by, and now you want them to join a union, and potentially put them, falling behind, just so you could get your point across, that get so you get paid more in your union, but at the same time you're going against your union by scabbing and working when there's a strike going on. I don't know. This is whole crazy thing. This I can see now why a lot of people are against, like, voice actors, or not caring, about this whole situation, about, because I was seeing people posting and not really, you know caring that much about, or being rude against voice actors. And I can see it when you have somebody like this. Like, I don't know this person. I don't know, what they're like, ever. I'm just reacting from this post and the video. But like, when I see that, as somebody that's like a casual, gamer, like, why would I want to be on your side? First of all, you're calling people stupid. You're telling people to get another bill on top of all the other life struggles. And you're telling people to join a union, because nobody else, because we're all so stupid. But at the same time, you're going against the thing that you're trying to promote while they're having a strike. Hello, Paimon.